Is it really possible for you to replace this, and this, and only use this, and still get an amazing coffee experience at home? This is what Meraki is hoping that you'll do with their all-in-one espresso machine. Here's my review of the Meraki Espresso Machine Gen 2. Now before we get into it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It really does help the channel a lot. Now normally, to get the best out of your coffee bar, especially when it comes to espresso, you need a good grinder, a good espresso machine, and a gooseneck kettle like this one is nice also. But what tends to happen when you combine all of these into one machine, like some popular ones out there, it usually means that you sacrifice quality in one or more of its parts, like maybe a subpar grinder. Well, what about with Meraki's espresso machine? Is it able to effectively combine all three and still get premium quality out of each part? Let's look at each of its components as we answer that question. We'll check out the grinder, we'll pull a shot of espresso, steam some milk, and more. Let's go ahead and start with the grinder first. Now I already put coffee beans inside. Now one really nice thing about this hopper, if we remove it, it actually has a little door there that closes and that prevents any coffee beans from falling out. That's a pretty awesome feature to have that you won't find in all grinders. Obviously there's some inside, but even other grinders that have this feature, you'll never catch every single coffee bean, so that's not a big deal. This also opens up and comes apart easily if you need to for cleaning. Let's pop it back on. Now if you look at the base, this is magnetic. That's pretty nice. And like pretty much every aspect of this Meraki, the grinder is fully adjustable. So when you first turn it on, it's automatically at 18 grams, which is the default for espresso, but you can just tap this and adjust it any way that you like. We'll leave it at 18 grams. And once you set it, it will automatically stop grinding once it gets there. So in this case, it'll stop right at 18 grams. Now, how accurate is it? Let's go ahead and try it. I'll use this coffee scale here. We'll zero it out. All right, now let's grind some beans. Took about 11 seconds, not bad. Now the Meraki says it's about 17.9 grams, but let's see if that's actually accurate. Now it's actually just a little bit under 17.7. Yeah, pretty close, not bad. Now I've tried this before, sometimes it's exact. It could be that there's just some coffee in there that hasn't come out, but that's pretty normal for all grinders. Overall, I think this works really well. Now what about the grinds themselves? They look pretty good. Let's put it in the portafilter just so we can really see them. Now I'm gonna use my dosing funnel. Overall, I think the grinds look pretty decent. There's a little bit of clumping there, but that may just be from the shape of the dosing cup, but it looks really good. Honestly, I would put a WDT tool in here just in case, but so far so good. And again, I've been using this for about a week. I've used medium roast, dark roast. I have not put decaf in there, but so far every bean I've thrown at it, it's handled really well. And this grind quality is pretty consistent with what I've been getting. Let's go ahead and pull a shot of espresso and do some puck prep. Now this wooden stand right here actually comes with this espresso machine, which is really awesome. It also includes this distributor and this tamper. Now I have a better tamper than this. I have a spring-loaded tamper, but this is actually pretty awesome for an included tamper. It has a nice heft to it. It's made of all metal. And getting a distributor, that's really uncommon. You don't see that super often, but that's part of the premium price that you're paying for. You're gonna get nice inclusions like this. We'll go ahead and use it. Use a WDT tool first. And we'll put a little paper filter on top. It also comes with microfiber towel. Very nice inclusion, very nice towel. Now in a second, we're gonna go ahead and press this to brew some espresso. This is also fully adjustable, so you can go to the standard 36 grams or you can go higher. Notice how the labels change as you do. For example, if you want to pull a ristretto, it changes also. What's nice too is that since this is also a scale, it will automatically stop when it gets to the desired weight. Let's go ahead and pull a shot. right, look at that shot. Looks pretty good. I've already dialed these beans in and I know they taste great. The Meraki does a great job of pulling espresso. Let's go ahead and clean the puck out. Pretty clean puck that came out of it. There's not a lot there. Just clean this out with our microfiber cloth. Although this is a bottomless portafilter, it does come with this, which can turn it into a spouted portafilter. This is very nice for when you want to just pull 1 or 2 shots or separate the 2 shots out. Maybe you're making an Americano or something else. And this just pops in on the bottom, so that's pretty awesome also. All right, now let's move on to the steam wand. Now the steam wand might be one of my favorite features. Now, I didn't do this because of the fact that we were filming, but you can steam milk and pull a shot at the same time since the Meraki has a dual boiler. That's awesome. Really saves you time, especially if you're maybe having a little coffee party and you're making multiple drinks back to back. This is also double walled, which means you can touch this and it doesn't burn. Now, don't touch this. This can still get hot, but this part, no problem at all. You can adjust it. Steam one has a good range to it, nice and long. And it also has a built-in thermometer. So you don't have to guess on your milk. You don't have to have an extra thermometer. It's already built in and that temperature will automatically show on the screen. This really helps for making quality milk. I've gotten to the point where I will stop aerating at about 85 degrees. And at that point, I'll submerge the milk. And I find that that gives me really good texture. So you don't have to count down or anything like that. Works awesome. And just like everything else, you can go into the steam settings, adjust the milk temperature, and it will automatically stop when it gets to that temperature. So that's awesome. So I'm gonna set it to 140, which is the temperature that I like. Let's go ahead and aerate some milk and I'll show you. By the way, the Meraki also comes with this milk pitcher, which not a lot of espresso machines come with nowadays, surprisingly. So it's nice to have that thrown in as well. Now this lever that I just used to purge it, this is manual mode. So if you use this, it will not stop automatically. So it's nice that you can use that built-in thermometer, or you can just aerate your milk manually if you want to as well. All right, so we have it at 140. Let's see how it does. All right, so I'll submerge now. All right, stops right at 140. Purging's not working. Oh, that's because it's low on water. So I wasn't planning for this, but notice that indicator tells you the water tank is low. You'd be surprised how many espresso machines do not have this. The milk looks pretty good, nice and foamy. I probably aerated it just a little bit too much. Let's go ahead and try to pour some latte art out of this. Not my best latte art, but pretty good, I think. So this steam wand is a winner as well. So now let's go ahead and talk about some of the other features. First of all, here's how long it takes to warm up when you first turn it on in the morning. And you can also even program it to turn on at a specific time. It has a good sized water tank, holds about 2 liters, which is great. The drip tray is easy to remove and also holds a good amount of water before filling up. One feature that I have not tried yet is this NFC scanner. If you use a Meraki partnered bag of beans, you can put the bag right here. It will read the chip inside the bag and it'll automatically set the grind size, dose, temperature, everything that you need for that specific roast, which is pretty awesome. Can't wait to try that in the future. And finally, the Meraki does have a hot water dispenser. It's good if you want to make an Americano, you don't have to use anything else. I don't see a way to adjust the temperature on this specifically though. It seems to simply match the temperature of your internal boiler. So back to the main question, Can the Meraki successfully replace all of your separate components and become your all-in-one espresso machine at home? I know for myself, I've been testing it out for about a week and I haven't used anything else in that time frame, and I've been very satisfied. I love not having to weigh out my beans. I know that it'll stop my espresso shots right at 36 grams. The steam wand works great. The hot water dispenser is okay. It's not going to replace my fellow Stag kettle, but I think most people who buy this are not buying it for that feature anyway. In fact, most espresso machines that dispense hot water are not really different than this. I would say Meraki did a great job here. It's a great machine, and even though it has advanced features, it would even work well for beginners also. It's on the pricier side, coming in at around $1,800, but considering how well all of its components work, I think it's worth it. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this espresso machine, and thanks for watching.